What's going on, everybody? I'm Pierce Dalton, and this is your Falcon 5 Newscast. FAFA Dance kicked off their annual service project with an amazing performance. The show offered information on how type 1 diabetes has affected people in the community, and it will benefit the One to None Foundation. Thursday's presentation featured 3 guest speakers and 3 dances from the FAFA Dance Company. This week's members of the Florence media team attended the All-American School Film Festival in New York City. It is the largest high school film festival in the world. Caden Sledge was one of those students and has more from the Big Apple.
We have spent 4 amazing days here in New York City at the AMC Theater in Times Square. We started the festival with an amazing tour around Manhattan and then finished the night off with a dinner cruise. The dance floor was hopping, and everyone had a great night. On Saturday, we got to see the films created by our very own Ellen Walker and Lily Champion. Seeing our team's work on the big screen was an experience of a lifetime. The festival wraps up tonight with the award ceremony and red carpet event at King's Theater in Brooklyn. This has been Caden Sledge for your Falcon 5 News.
Thanks, Caden. Congratulations to you, Jacob Adams, and Walker Barnett for placing in the top 10 podcasts in the country, as well as Ellen Walker for placing in the top 10 tutorial videos. A special shout out to Ellen for also receiving second runner-up in the elevator pitch contest. She received $500 in a prize package. FHS was well represented in the Big Apple.
Welcome everybody to Florence High School. This is your Meet the Administrators.
So I have been an administrator for 6 years now. I taught English for 6 years prior to that. And I didn't really want to be an educator. I kind of tried to stay as far away as possible. My parents kind of knew I was always going to go to that field eventually. I really feel that learning is important, and I wanted to continue the learning process because that's what I encourage students to do that I work with. And being an administrator, I think you have to lead by example. I don't think I will ever reach the point where I think I'm truly good at what I do, because I always want to be learning and I always want to be growing. And I do also know that sometimes kids frustrate me, and I try my best not to let that show, but that's something I'm still working on. If a student needs me, they can come to the front office and Miss Rutland will find me either by radioing me on the walkie-talkie or calling my cell phone, or you can always email me. I'm pretty quick at responding. My goal is to respond within 24 hours, so don't expect a response within 20 minutes. But my email address is jcolv as in Victor, ard as in David, at florencek12.org. Or just tell a teacher you need to see me and they'll hunt me down. I'm always willing to talk, I'm always available, it just may not be on your time frame. I might have to come find you.
Hi, I'm Brooke Williams and this is your weather for this week. The highs are in the low 70s and the lows are in the low 50s. And that is all for your weather. Go Falcons.
Walker Barnett, this is your FAFA News. This week, some of the members from the broadcast team are in New York City and were able to see the Broadway show Beetlejuice. The show has some amazing effects, and if you are in New York City, it is a must-see. I give it 2 thumbs up.
Hi, I'm Sam Lewis, and welcome back to your Falcon 5 Sports. Let's just say it was a good few weeks to be a Falcon. Our cross-country team was hauling it faster than Speedy Gonzalez and the Flash's baby. 18 of our Falcons soared to new heights and PR'd last week at the James Clemens Under the Lights race. The Falcons ate the competition, but they're still as hungry as ever. On their last regular season meet at the Oakville Indian Mounds yesterday, they kept their foot on the gas. And the girls must have been driving a Bugatti, as the whole girls team qualified for state. 3 boys also qualified. We wish them the best of luck. Even more dominant 2 weeks ago was our Florence Falcon football team. They had more touchdowns than the LAX airport during Christmas, whooping the Grissom Tigers 42-6. It could be considered animal cruelty for what they did to those poor Tigers. These boys are on a tear and continued that streak using their sharp Falcon claws to tear away the Spartan Senators, shutting them out 21-0. They walk into their home playoff game with the utmost swagger next week against Hewitt-Trussville. Good luck to all the rest of our Falcons competing this week. That's all for this week, and I'm Sam Lewis, and go Falcons!
Hi, I'm Colin Brooks. Here's what's poppin' this week. Prime Minister Truss resigns after 6 weeks in office because she cannot handle the mandate in which she was elected. And on another note, Taylor Swift just dropped her 10th studio album called Midnights. Speaking of midnights and staying up late, Kendall is in the city that never sleeps with more of what's poppin'.
Hey Colin, there are lots of cool things happening here in NYC. Did you know that the largest haunted house in NYC is right here in Times Square? It's called the Terror Haunted House, and it's scary. In fact, there are 20,000 square feet of scary stuff. I know because I went through it.
Wow, Kendall, you're braver than me. Sounds like you're having a great time there.
Oh, and have you ever waited outside the stage door of a Broadway show? Well, I have, and it really paid off. We got to see up close and personal the stars of Music Man, Sutton Foster, and Hugh Jackman. How cool is that? Yes, Wolverine and Greatest Showman, Hugh Jackman. Well, that's all for What's Poppin' in NYC. See you at FHS next week for What's Poppin'.
Thank you, Colin and Kendall, for always keeping us updated. That's all for this week on your Falcon 5 Newscast. I'm Pierce Dalton, and go Falcons.